Hi, Bruno. Just on the performance overall, is that a point gained away from home, or does it feel like an opportunity missed for your side?
It's both. So I think we started very well the game. First 30 minutes, we managed the game the way we like with the ball. I think in the final third, I think we could be more aggressive to create our own chances. I think the ball arrived there in the final third that we don't do the moves the way they usually do, and sometimes the players also need to understand they can't face situations in 1-against-1 and to shoot on goal. I think during the game we missed that part. I think the second half the game was more balanced. We moved some balls on the sides. We concede some transitions, and the Norwich also they create good chances for them. So, and you look for the whole game, it's a point. But I think in that moment we should do better, especially in the final third. Don't move too many balls to consider transitions, and create our own chances in the situation. Because sometimes football is also to dribble and shooting to the goal. But when you look back for what he did against Crystal Palace, I think it was a different game. So that's why it's 1 point and move on.
You've spoken a lot about the away form. What do you put that down to that you can't quite get going forward as much as you do at home?
Well, also is the way the opponents play, because if we look for what we did in the first 30 minutes, it's look like we're playing at home. So we dominate the game, we create our own chances, but sometimes it's that I think they try to close a little bit more the game inside. We try to play from outside, and we do understand very well that part, because we need every time to improve our game and to see what the opponents are doing. When they close the game outside, we need to go from out. When they close the game inside, we need to go from outside, and that was, I think, was the problem. And sometimes we have days like that, inspiration. We give a lot of confidence. So I said for the boys, it was to be look at me. A few minutes before the game, I'm here to give you confidence to play our game, and they did. But in the last final third, I think we should do better, because we put a lot of men there. We today Semedo and Ryan play in a higher position, Tincão and one inside with Raul. So 5 men there. We link and we start to build up very well. So the defenders to midfielders, they find the space and they dominate the game. But in the final third, I think we should be more aggressive, and sometimes we lose easy balls. They concede transition.
You can take a positive from Jose Sar's performance, I imagine, particularly in that second half.
Well, yeah. That's the thing. I think he stopped 2 or 3 situations, and it was when we lose the ball in the bad moment. Sometimes we run from the final third to our box, and Jose did well. So look, we talk about him before the game, and I'm not surprising for what he's doing. He comes with a big responsibility to replace a goalkeeper like Patricio. But look, I trust in him. I know him since he don't have a beard. He was a baby face with 16 or 17. Now he's a big man. He can be a top goalkeeper. And one more time, I cannot forget the way Tony worked, the way Tony Roberts worked with him. So very happy with him, and very happy also with John, because John worked very hard to put him also in the good shape.
And no Daniel Podence today. I believe you said before the game that it was COVID, but when did you find out that he would be out? And obviously that's a major blow for your team.
So few minutes before I talked with you guys yesterday. So I was talking about the short squad we have. We are talking about injuries, buckets, and COVID. So in that 3 situations, we have 2 for the next games. So Daniel with COVID, and Ruben with 5 yellow cards. So that's the thing. That's why when we talk before the game, it was about that. I think is going to be a big test for us and a big test for our squad. That's why yesterday I said to the players, I need everyone fit. I want everyone fit and ready to play, because I know December going to be hard, and January also. So that's why it's important to everyone to have that mentality. From one day to another, they need to be on the team.
Just very finally for me, you mentioned Neves missing on Wednesday. I imagine with the testing and the isolation with Podence, he'll also miss Wednesday as well. Is that correct?
Maybe that's the thing. We need to understand what really happened with him, what was exactly the rules, but that can be possible also. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Bruno.
You're welcome.
Hi, Bruno. Romain Sessa said after the game that the forward players might need to be more selfish in front of goal. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that's what I said. I said I said that in the dressing room in front of the players. So look, football is this. Is the most important thing is to, and we have that players. I think the wingers we have, the strikers we have, and also the fullbacks we have, they can create all chances. They have freedom to play. That's why I'm happy what we did in the way we build up from the goalkeeper, the way we build up from the center defenders, making with the midfielders. But I think, like I said, we should be more aggressive in the final third. And to be more aggressive in the final third is when you have situations 1 against 1, you need to face it. Don't worry. If you lose the ball, you need to try. You need to try to try. They have freedom to do that. So that's why sometimes I remember the last one. It was a good situation for us. The last one with Wank, and he tried to pass the ball in the room and inside of the box. Over there, they have freedom to go inside, shoot, to create their own chances. No any problem. So I didn't talk with Saiz, I just talked with the players, but that's the point. I think when you look for this game is that situations, especially in the offensive game, because I think in defensive way we were there. And but when you look for defensive games, is that we need to be more aggressive. And I said that aggressive situations 1 against 1 is to find our situations, to continue to do our movements, to create problems for them. And sometimes we don't need we cannot lose that post to give transitions and concede chances for the opponent.
It sounds like you're quite frustrated. Obviously, you know, your team had started the game well. The ingredients were there to go on and win the game. But I guess around the 30-minute mark, your team started to lose their way.
That's the thing. So I'm in the middle. So frustrated because of that, because we start the game really well, different from the way we start the game against top planets. But I think we should do better more in the final. And we have players to do better the final. Look, the guys know. So, but look, I'm happy with the way they are doing, and every time I'm there to give them confidence. So I prefer them to lose the ball, create their own chances. They can face the duels in 1 against 1. Then we manage the ball. When you arrive on 1 point, you should be aggressive, more men in the box, create our chances, because we are very solid with the 3 backs and the 2 midfielders, so they have freedom to create that situation.
Right. Thanks, Bruno.
Okay, thank you, Tim.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. See you.